What are your plans after finishing your studies? Is one of the most popular questions asked during scholarship interviews. And at the end of this video, you will know how to answer it smart, convincing, confident, and eventually win a scholarship. For whichever reason, this question is pretty hard for many candidates because we feel lost, frustrated, we don't know what should we answer, what do they expect from us. So in this video, I want to go into details what the scholarship committee is trying to figure out asking this question and how you should approach it and deliver an amazing answer. First, let's discuss why do they ask this. Obviously, they're not just curious about your dreams and plans, but they want to figure out two very important things. The first one, if you have a clear direction for your future, let's say a strategy for your future development, career, research, and so on. And the second one, if all these things are aligned with the scholarship values and goals. So they're trying to understand if you will use this scholarship to achieve something meaningful, to do a real impact on your area of studies or your community, whatsoever, and whether you're really committed to your goals and eager to do the best out of your education and their financial support. So the next logical question is how you should answer this question then. Many people think that there are just two possible answers to this question, and these two are like going back to your country or staying in the country of your scholarship studies and so on. But it's not true. There are much more options, and this question is much deeper actually than just choosing between these two. And at the end of the day, it does not matter if you name the first one, the second one, or even something else, because what really matters to the committee members is that you can deliver your clear message, you can clearly state what is your strategy, what you're going to do, and how it can affect in a good way the scholarship, your university, your community, your country, and so on. To do so, there are 4 tips which I would like to share with you to help you prepare an amazing answer. And after these 4 tips, I will show you an example how this answer may look like. The first one, be specific about your career goals. Talk about what you want to achieve and why you want to achieve it. Don't just say, I want to be a successful financial analyst. Give a particular answer showing why it's valuable for this country, university, or the society as a whole. For example, after completing my studies, I plan to work in, for example, pension insurance to help building sustainable pension systems within Europe or my country and provide financial security for elderly people. Tip number 2, and it's an obvious one, link your goals and plans to the scholarship values. Mention how this scholarship will help you to achieve your goals and why these goals are meaningful and important. For example, if this scholarship is focusing on leadership and innovation, clearly explain how you will use it to make a real impact. Your answer can look like this. This scholarship will allow me to develop the skills needed to analyze investment strategies for pension funds, which will directly contribute to ensuring long-term financial security for retired people in a particular region. Advice number 3 is to show your long-term vision. Now, when you clearly connected your goals with the scholarship goals and explained why it even matters and why you deserve to be granted this scholarship, it's time to also highlight your long-term vision. It's important to show through your answers that you care and plan not just for your next few years, but that you also have a strategic long-term vision for your career and plans after studies. For example, it can look this way. In the long term, I see myself leading sustainable international investment projects where I can apply what I have learned to promote financial growth while ensuring social responsibility. For sure, your answer can be even more precise, and I'm sharing here just the templates and kind of general terms, and want to highlight that the more precise you can share your goals, the better. So use these helpful things just as a template and then think into details what exactly you can do and how it's connected with your prior research and your future plans for your master's, career, and so on. And point number 4 to keep in mind is to be realistic yet ambitious. So it's amazing if you aim high and your goals are big, but also interviewers want to see that it's not just your dreams or something, but that you really have a plan and vision how you can achieve all these big goals. So it's important to highlight that, yeah, okay, maybe now I don't have all the required skills to achieve this big goal, but that's why I'm applying for my studies abroad, for this scholarship, and so on. Now let's build a full answer following these tips which I have just shared with you, and I will not read it, but you can check it here, stop it, screen it. The answer is here. As you can see in both of these examples, it's a really logical and structured answer which shows your short-term goals, how you're going to achieve them, and what for, basically, what is your long-term vision. It also shows your connection with the country, in this case with Germany, and with the goals of the scholarship fund. So maybe this answer is not ideal and it's tailored just to my situation in the past, but I think it really helps in terms of the structure to think in this way and think how you can deliver your value and your strategy to cover all these important aspects and show that you're basically an ideal candidate for them. One important thing to keep in mind: there are scholarships with particular rules and requirements. For example, to go back to your country right after you finish your studies. For example, Tuning Scholarship in the UK requires that scholarship recipients go back to their country for at least 2 years after finishing their studies in the UK. So in this case, you should be really aware of the rules of the scholarship, and if they have a rule like this, it will be a wrong answer to say that you want to stay in the country, right? So make sure to know all these nuances before your scholarship, and if there are some particular rules or requirements or whatever for your particular scholarship, be sure to include them into your answer to show that you're aware of the rules and you're eager to follow them. I will also leave a template here to show you how you can answer this question in case you have to go back to your country. So guys, I hope that these tips and examples were really helpful for you, and if you have any further questions, please feel free to ask in the comments and I will try to help as much as I can. Thanks for watching and good luck with your preparations and with your interview. Bye bye!